In the name of Allah, the most kind and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your science teacher, and today I'm here to teach you the next topic of chapter number 3, that is about photosynthesis and its relationship to the structure of leaves. As in this chapter, you have studied about the structure of leaves and the process of photosynthesis, and you know that photosynthesis is the process in which the plant prepare their own food by the help of sunlight and the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So today we will learn that how the structure of leaves is basically facilitating the process of photosynthesis. So the leaf structure. To plants, leaves are the food producing factory. Because why? Because the leaves contain that specific structure which is needed to perform the specific process and the phenomena we called at the photosynthesis. Basically, the leaves absorb the energy from the sunlight and carry out the photosynthesis. That energy absorption of leaf, this ability based on the structure of leaves. The leaves of the higher plants, they contain the cellular structures like the chloroplast, the thylakoids, and the chlorophyll, which is present in the middle of the leaf and also called as mesophyll. These cellular structures are allowing the plant leaf to carry out the process of photosynthesis. As I have talked about the substructures, you are familiar with the chloroplast, which is having the chlorophyll, thylakoid, and the mesophills. Today we will deeply study about the structure of the leaf, that what it is. If we talk about the leaf structure, it contains the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are basically present in the plastid. As in chapter number 1, we have studied about the distinguishing characters of the plants, that they contain the membrane bonded organelles that are absent in the animal cells, and these are called as plastids. So that plastids contain the chloroplast, and that chloroplast, which is the membrane bonded organelles, double membrane bonded, the outer and the inner membrane bonded. The inner membrane structure contains the stacks, which are the disc shaped structures. These are known as the thylakoid. So the green color of the leaf is due to the pigment called as chlorophyll, which is present inside the thylakoid. You can see the diagram that the membrane bounded structure, which is containing the stacks, these stacks are known as the thylakoids, and these thylakoids contain a green color pigment inside them, which we are named as the chlorophyll. This green pigment, which is called chlorophyll, it basically capture the sunlight and help in the process of photosynthesis. It is particular chemical that act to capture the sunlight, which is providing the energy, and the gaseous exchange of the carbon dioxide and the oxygen occur through the stomata. Now stomata are what? The stomata are the bean-shaped structure present in the mesophyll cells of leaves underside the leaves. Like on the center of the leaf is composed of the different type of cells, which are named as the mesophyll cells. That mesophyll cells contain these structures known as stomata. These stomata help in the gaseous exchange, like carbon dioxide out, carbon dioxide in, and the oxygen out during the process of photosynthesis. The second function is it also help in maintaining the water balance in the plants. Like when they are open, the water move from the other part of the plant into them due to which they are open. If we talk about the detailed structure of the stomata, the stomata are also involved in the process that they minimize the water loss. As I have told you that they are also involved in the maintaining water balance in the plants. So that's why they help to minimize the water loss, and this loss of water is called as transpiration. Transpiration is the process in which water is lost from the leaf of the plant. This loss of water, which is known as transpiration, to make up for this water loss, the additional water is absorbed from the soil by the roots and passed upward through the plants by the xylem. As we know that the vascular bundle, xylems and phloem are present in the plants, which help in the transformation of food and the water to the different parts of plants. Each stoma is bordered by the guard cells. This is stomata. These are guarded by the guard cells. These guard cells do what? These guard cells regulate the opening and the closing of stomata. Large intercellular spaces present in the spongy mesophyll cell of the plant leaf, they also help in the exchange of gases. Okay, today we will learn through the video lesson that how the structure of leaf is helping in the photosynthesis. As we know that the leaf are the food producing organ for the plants. But what kind of special that leaves do to make the food for the plants? So they are known as the food factory. The special feature of the leaves that make them food factory are the presence of chlorophyll, the stomata, which we have studied now. The chlorophyll, these are the green pigments present underside the leaves in the mesophyll cells of the plant. So what they do, they basically capture the sunlight, collect the energy and provide for the process of photosynthesis. So only green leaves make food for the plants because they contain the chlorophyll. Next is the stomata. The stomata are also present the underside of leaves to minimize the water loss. They are supported by the guard cell. They help in the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen from the air. These are also very necessary for the maintaining water balance in the plant. So this is what we have studied about the leaves and their facilitation to the process of photosynthesis, that they are the food factories and they are the two special features which help them to make the food for the plants, that are the chlorophyll and stomata. Chlorophyll traps the sunlight that is needed for making the food, and stomata take in carbon dioxide from the air and which is used for making the food for the plants, that is the carbohydrate. So this was about the structure of the leaves, which is related to the process of photosynthesis. There is a question that why the fruits change color when they are ripened. Fruits color are also associated with the special type of pigments which is present in the plastid, the organelle of the plant, which also contain the chlorophyll. So chloroplast not only involved in the photosynthesis but can transform into the different colored organelles. So it means that the chlorophyll also contain the different colored pigments which are given to the different parts of the plants. So that's why this is called as chromoplast. The chromoplast is associated with the different colored organelles That's why the fruits change color when they are ripen. This was about the today's topic of the structure of leaves facilitating the photosynthesis. I hope you have cleared about all the points. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.